Batch screening at scale follows a consistent pattern. Drop the CSV, review the parsed table. If any rows are missing required fields, then the app flags them right there in the preview. You can fix them, remove them, or just hit screen all and let the bad rows error out without dragging down the rest. The mid-batch error handling is the feature that most teams ask about. The answer is the simple one. Errors never poison the batch. The clean rows finish, error rows show up as X on their own row. You can fix them and rerun just those. They're cheap because batch screening is row by row build. Now this is the bridge from a one-off screening to ongoing monitoring. Tick the box on a screening and the individual lands in the monitoring queue automatically. Now with your default risk level and your default interval. Their last check is today, their next check is computed forward. Each individual's risk profile can be set independently. Now switch Elena to high risk and the interval changes to 3 months. And the next check date in the queue updates to match. The risk drives cadence and cadence is documented in the audit log so an examiner can see exactly when you reclassified someone and why. Now, sometimes you don't want to wait. Maybe you heard about a list update from a colleague, maybe a customer just transferred a large sum. Click check now and you get an immediate rescreen against the current list version. Same audit treatment as a scheduled check, just on your timing. Now, VeriSanction supports 2 monitoring modes in one queue. Periodic, every monitored individual has a next check date computed from their interval, and the background service rescreens them when that date arrives. And event-driven, when the background service detects a relevant sanctions list change, the affected individuals are flagged for immediate reevaluation, even if their scheduled date is months away. Now here's what an event-driven alert looks like in practice. Upstream, say OFAC, publishes an SDN update. The background service detects the change, rescans your currently monitored individuals against the new list version, and surfaces any newly matching records as fresh entries in the adjudication queue. Now you see the badge on the bell. You see the event in the audit log. No manual rescan required. The change detection is per entity. Every monitored individual carries a screening interval, a last check timestamp, and a next check timestamp. Now, the background service polls every 4 hours by default and reevaluates any entity whose next check has arrived or whose upstream data has changed since the last check. So the queue isn't just a calendar. It's a live ledger on which entities had been reevaluated, which are due, and which need your attention right now. The individual's view is your operational roll-up and every person you've ever screened in one searchable table. 3 filters: search, status, and date range. Click any row to open the detail model with the full history of that person. And export all respects whatever filters are active, so rejected individuals from the last 90 days becomes a single click export. Filter first, then export. If you spot 2 separate profiles that belong to the same person, simply select both duplicates, right click and consolidate the records to merge. And the system combines their history, timelines, and identifiers into a single unified profile while preserving the full audit trail of the merge. Now, if a customer relationship ends and you no longer need to monitor them, then click remove on their queue row. And the dialog reminds you the removal will be logged, and that's a monitoring _ removed event in the audit trail. Now, important here, removal is not deletion. The individual's history stays intact. They're just no longer scheduled for future checks. Now, last piece here, close the main window and VeriSanction stays alive in the tray. Scheduled checks keep running, event-driven alerts still fire, the tray menu's adjudication queue count updates in real time so you know if anything new has landed without reopening the app. Go ahead and double click the shield whenever you're ready to come back and you're all set.